2 goals up. I expect you to hold this now. You have to shut them down. Right? Let's drive it into the win. Right? So on ballers, hard at it, short handballs, accurate passes. All right, let's have a look here.
Boys, Fraser's coming on to the half-back. Did a great job against Oakley last time. Seb, good mark, great stuff. Jono, number 20, see if you can see him, he's a bigger boy. Charlie Connors is playing loose in defence. Tommy Sedano at half-back, Max there, and Lockie's going for there for a bit of creativity. Right? Don't try and get sucked in, there's a big guy, number 2. Jackson's Frenchie, Slacky, you're pushing up to the wing, and then pushing there. Push where you have to. Forward line's going to be a bit shorter. Edward, Ralph and Mitch working together. Jimmy and Charlie give us something. Trent lead up a bit more. Okay, don't sit in the goal square. Big Gus is in the ruck. You smashed him against Oakley last time, mate. Harry, come on, mate. You wanted this all year in the middle. And Charlie Cormack, let's go.
From the very start, you started attacking into the win, something they hadn't been able to do for the first quarter. I said I wanted you to play it like you did against Hyatt 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago against Hyatt, no one had scored into the win. Funnily enough, you came out, first quarter into the win, you scored. You've done the same thing here. The other team watching it there, they found it very hard to score this end, and you've done the same things. You've kept them scoreless. Right? For me, that's fantastic, and it should be better for you. It gives you a bit more relaxing, a bit more of a buffer. But as Paul just said, they kicked 5 goals in a quarter against Paran 2 weeks ago. 5 goals in a quarter, so it can be done. The fact that we've kicked 4 so far suggests they can kick 4. It can be done, right? But if you keep doing what you're doing, they will not. Because some of the things you've been doing are those little things that are so hard to train and so hard sometimes to coach into. It's those things when you're over the ball and you just tap it towards our goals. Or it's in the defensive line and you hold it up because you know you need reinforcement. So well done. From the start there, forward pocket there we had Fieldgate, Charlie Fieldgate in and under there. Threw himself in and under and he had the free kick. And for those who watch this at all this year, Charlie's done that almost every game, I say. He's had every kick he's got, I think, he's thrown himself in on the ball and someone's been stupid enough to jump on his back. So, and if that's the case, Charlie's happy to take the kick. So well done, Charlie. He did exactly what he wanted to do. He tied it down there. Charlie Cormack presenting again, and 2 beautiful marks there. Fantastic. It's just sticking in your hands, Charlie. There, and that goal, beautiful there. It was always going to go through. I had money sitting on that already. Charlie Connor's second effort on the far side, not just one effort. The ball went through on that, you know, remember boys, he was there, the ball just nutmegged him, went through his legs, but he turned around, he got it, spun around and gave off the handball and away we went. If he was frustrated by losing the ball, he wouldn't have done the second effort. He got it and he presented the second time. The backs, don't get caught into that, some of those things. Backs tight there, they still didn't score on you. So the back line, they have not scored on you in a half. So you're doing a lot of things right. And they had a lot of the ball up there in that quarter. Right, so it was tight, it was in and under. Right, so fantastic. Mitch Stevens, second effort there. Mitch, fantastic. The second effort, you've done 2 second efforts already today, I've noticed there. Slacky's giving 110%. Probably one of your games of the year. For those who don't remember 2 weeks ago, his motivation to play this is his brother's played in the grand final. He wants to win this. He's not the only one though. I think just about every other one of the 22 players wants to win this. So he's given 110%, he's doing his bit. Trent, under the pump. Fumbling there, you got the ball, you tumbled it through. Beautiful. It just had enough batteries in it to get over the line, so well done, Trent, because you created a position. I thought you held the mark very well, too, in those conditions. Charlie, far side, tackled someone and brought them down and got the free kick. And I think he said himself, oh, I brought someone down with a tackle. He surprised himself, but that's what it's all about. So at the moment, you've come into the sheds at the moment in a very good position. But don't get over comfortable. You know what's got to be done. You keep playing your normal sort of play. In and under, you're giving the handballs out and finding. They're starting to find space. I want you to find a bit more space this quarter and start playing more of your game. Not getting sucked into the messy stuff. Let's start doing the running game. You've got a lot more in your legs left. So this quarter, let's have a look at some of the things. Back line, man to man. We must have a tall in defence. Gus, you were rucking that quarter and it went into their forward line. You've got to have a tall there, just to put that fist up. So we must always have a tall in the defensive line. If they're in there, one of the tallest.
We don't want to yell out all the time for that to happen.
Yeah.
So Slacky, it's your rucking this quarter.
You've got to get in there. Just spoil their marks. Spoil their marks. All right, boys, let's have a look at the lineup, Paul.
Back to basically the first quarter, although there'll be a little move. But Tommy Palmer, Seb, Tommy McLean. Tom Sedano, don't let him lose you. You can kick 2 in a minute on. Max, the same. Just one time you fell. You went forward, he dropped back, it was all alone. Harry back to the half back after a good spell. Mitch, Frenchie and Connors. Harry and Zach. Edward, you're staying at centre half forward, okay? And you can drop back a bit, you know, use your running. You don't have to push up as much sometimes. Louis, Trent, I've spoken to Trent Fraze. About 7-minute mark, you're going to come on and Trent's going to come off for a rest, okay? So, boys, and Charlie Cormack's playing there, roving around centre half forward. Kick to the hot spot. Boys, if you get it, kick to the hot spot. Bring it into the spot. And I reckon we've kept the forward line open and moved it fast with and against the wind, and that's helped. Okay?
Yeah, it's beautiful. So do find that space, boys. Now, you've had 2 goals in the first quarter, 2 goals in the second quarter. What are you expecting from the third quarter?
2, 3, 4,
Yeah, nervous week.
Have a rest, go to the toilet.
Nervous week. This quarter, as you drive into the win, you said you wanted a couple of goals each quarter, so you need to make up for this quarter. You need 2 goals this quarter to get into the win. You must drive it into the win. Look for your teammates, look for the blue, and just try and hit them as well as you can. When you get the ball, don't play on unless you have an option. Right? If the option's clear and you've been told go, go. Otherwise, have a look for your option. Right, some fantastic points that quarter. Centre clearance, we've got the first centre clearance, Jackson, straight out. I asked you to do that. Lockie, the long clearing kicks that quarter. Fantastic. There's 2 or 3 long clearing kicks. It works very well, Chris. Harry Cooper presented twice in that first quarter. Twice, and got the ball twice. Charlie Connors and Trent were presenting. Desperate footy. There's some desperate footy in the back line before, holding them out. That last shot they got on the siren, they've had 2 shots, both on the siren at last minute. Which means it's last minute Larry efforts, really, isn't it? You know? Let's be honest, this quarter, you're having shots every quarter. You're going constantly. So you must keep the pressure up constantly throughout this quarter. Very little win. You've kicked 2 goals into the win last time. Let's do the same thing again. Clearing play, Harry Mulcahy, fantastic out of the back line there. Great clearing play. Charlie Cormack reading the play again, holding the ball and just kicking it 40 metres, 50 metres, and then just clears it on a ground like this and puts us from a defensive position into an attacking position. So well done, Charlie Cormack. And Max, one of the last things there was how tough his defence was. It was just coming through what we ask of Max a lot of the time. He's just hard in defence. If you're a defender, you've got to be tough at the ball. This quarter, they're going to throw everything at you.
Everything.
Right? Everything. They've got nothing else to do, so they have to throw everything at you. So they're going to try and go fast, they're trying to go hard, and the same as against height, as I said, your class will always rise above that by desperation. You will rise above it if you look for the target and you hit them and they use the right option. Right, so make sure we're doing that this quarter. Fantastic quarter holding them out to 1 point. And you've held them out for the whole game. Right, so hold your heads high. Right, heads high, you should be happy at this stage. Yeah, I'm pumped. You should be pumped. All right, Paul, the team.
Okay, Fraze, down to the back pocket. Seb doing a great job. Jono, on this quarter, mate. Where are you, Jono? So you're on, mate. Tommy Palmer, half-back. Maxi, doing a great job on him. I don't think he's had many touches, mate. Great effort. Has. Jacko, Frenchie, Tommy McLean, I love that, won't you? Up on the wing. Slacky pushing up. Do not just push right up. Edward Relford, centre half forward. Connors at forward flank. Phil Gate and Stewart, little dynamos. Brent Harvey's 300th this week, mate. Give us a goal for us. Louis, full forward, but pushing up Lou. Gus, you did it last time against Oakley. You've been sick. If you're tired, we'll rest you. But we want to see you working in defence. Batman and Robin on the ball. Okay? Trent, Zach, Coops, Mitch and Sedano, who's done a super job on number 3, did his job. Set it up, Tommy. Well done. Let's finish it off, and who knows, you might be coming off, so everyone on the bench get ready too.